Hello students, so in this video we will be continuing the questions from the topic sequences in series. Now this question is considered as one of the difficult questions from sequence in series. So let us see how to solve this, right? Now we have a recurrence relation. Recurrence relation means an plus 1 is expressed in terms of an. So we'll do one thing. So ultimately, whenever we have this kind of series, we should definitely try to convert this to a telescopic series. Telescopic series means alternate positive and negative terms where the terms get cancelled. So what do we do? Acha, here he has also given that a1 is 1, okay? And for n greater than or equals to 1, we have this relation. That means a2 will be half of a1 plus and so on. So we need sigma n equals to 1 to infinity an minus 2 by n square. So that means an, we should try to find an, right? We should try to find the nth term. So we will do one thing. We will try to multiply with 2 power n plus 1 on both sides of the equation. So we get 2 power n plus 1 into a n plus 1 will be equals to 2 power n plus 1 divided by 2 into a n plus 2 power n plus 1 into this part, that is n square minus 2n minus 1 by n square into n plus 1 whole square. Acha, here also dear students, the numerator, shall we write the numerator as, okay, shall we write the numerator as, is it 2n square minus n plus 1 whole square, dear students? Just think about it. Achha, you may wonder why am I writing? Because I'm trying to write the numerator in terms of n square and n plus 1 whole square, right? I hope you are with me. So we can write 2 power n plus 1 into a n plus 1 will be equals to 2 power n into a n and plus 2 power n plus 1. Now if I split it, I get 2 by n plus 1 whole square minus 1 by n square, right? I hope you have understood this step, dear students, right? Is this clear? Yes. Now, okay, so we left hand side we have 2 power n plus 1. So we will we'll try to bring this term also to the left hand side. I'll tell you the logic behind that. So we will have 2 power n plus 1 here on the right hand side. Achha, if I multiply, I get 2 power n plus 2 divided by n plus 1 whole square minus 2 power n plus 1 divided by n square. I hope you understood this, right? Now, if I replace n with 1, what do I get? Replace n with 1, I get 2 square into a2 minus 2 power 1 into a1, that will be 2 power 3 divided by 2 square minus 2 power 2 divided by 1 square. Now if I replace n, now this is for n equals to 1. If I replace n with 2, what do I get? 2 power 3 a3 minus 2 power 2 a2, that will be equals to 2 power 4 divided by 3 square minus 2 power 3 divided by 2 square. I hope you are following, right? This is for n equals to 2. Now if I replace n with 3, what do I get? 2 power 4 a4 minus 2 power 3 into a3, that will be equals to 2 power 5 divided by 4 square minus 2 power 4 divided by 3 square. Now this is for n equals to 3, right? Are you able to see this alternate positive and negative terms, right? This, and then we have this and this, right? Are you able to see this, right? That means, okay, and so on. Let me write the last term as 2 power n plus 1 a n plus 1 minus 2 power n a n, that should be equals to 2 to the power n plus 2 by n plus 1 whole square minus 2 to the power n plus 1 divided by n square. So if I add all these terms, what will happen, dear students? So this gets cancelled. Okay, let me use a different thing here. So left hand side, what will happen is this and this gets cancelled, this and this gets cancelled, like that. See, the highest term, this term will be remaining and this term will also be getting cancelled, and the right hand side, what will happen is this term will be remaining. Now this term, and this term also will get cancelled, and this term also will get cancelled, right? I hope you are understanding. This term will not be cancelled because this is the highest term, right? So what will be remaining on the left hand side is 2 raised to the power n plus 1 into a n plus 1 minus this 2a1, right? And that will be equals to 2 raised to the power n plus 2 by n plus 1 whole square minus this term, that is 2 square, that is 4. 2 square by 1 square. So if I further simplify it, I get 2 raised to the power n plus 1 into a n plus 1, and I think a1 is 1, right? So we get 2 here So we get 2 power n plus 2 divided by n plus 1 whole square minus 4, right? So ultimately we get 2 raised to the power n plus 1, a n plus 1 will be 2 raised to the power n plus 2 divided by n plus 1 whole square minus 2. Now dear students, this is an identity, right? This is definitely an identity. Acha, let me divide with the 2 power n plus 1. What do I get? If I divide with 2 power n plus 1, so I get okay, let me write here, into n plus 1 whole square minus 2 divided by 2 power n plus 1. So what do we get? A n plus 1 as, so we get that as 2 divided by n plus 1 whole square minus 2 raised to the power uh, yeah, so it should be 2 raised to the power minus n, or yeah, can I write this as 1 by 2 raised to the power n and write this as 1 by 2 raised to the power n, right? Now this is a n plus 1 in terms of n plus 1, dear students. We can write this as n plus 1 minus 1 if you don't mind, right? Now I want a n, right? Because the question is talking right, here we want a n, right? So a n, replace n plus 1 with n, so we get n square here, replace n plus 1 with n, since it's an identity, so we get this. That's it. I think now a n minus 2 by n square, a n minus 2 by n square, acha, that's it. So a n minus 2 by n square is minus 1 by 2 power n minus 1, dear students. So we want summation n equals to 1 to infinity. Acha. So let me apply summation n equals to 1 to infinity. So we get negative of summation n equals to 1 to infinity 1 by 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Acha, this is an infinite GP. So 1 by, first term will be 1 by 2 power 0. Second term will be 1 by 2 power 1 and so on. Common ratio is 1 by 2, which is definitely less than 1. That means we will get this such a first. So sum of infinite terms in GP is a by 1 minus r. So we get 1. First term is 1 by 1 minus r is 1 by 2. So we get, acha, no. So the denominator is 1 by 2, dear students. So we get minus 2, right? So this is sigma n equals to 1 to infinity a n minus 2 by n square, right? Which is minus 2. Acha, mod of this absolute value is what is being asked, I think, dear students, here. So this will be mod of minus 2, which will be 2. So 2 should be the answer here. So this answer is 2. That's it in this video. Thank you for watching this video, dear students. Meet you with the next one.